Hey guys, Tim here, aka FGFan21, bringing you week 2 of the Wet and Wild Draft League. This week we take on Murkit, coach of the Kentucky Mudsdales. Both of us didn't have a particularly good start of the season. We lost 5-0 to Sombra, and Murkit lost 6-0 to Nagisa. And yeah, basically we both have something to make right and get ourselves back up in the standings, because we are number 14 and 15 from 16. So yeah, we both desperately need a W. Looking at his team, I'm surprised he was 6-0. He has a pretty scary team, to be honest. To start off with his team, he drafted a Regice Delta. And the thing about Regice Delta is, it's so freaking annoying to deal with. I mean, Regice as a regular Pokemon is meh at best, because it's an Ice type. But this thing is a Water type with both 100 regular defense and 200 special defense, and I believe his HP stat is also 100. So as you can imagine, this thing is very annoying to take down. Basically sad. 80 base HP, not 100, but still very hard to break down. Next up, Mega Meganium. A grass and fairy type with magic bounce, having 80 in HP, 140 defense and 140 special defense. Something that is very hard to get a status off on, because magic bounce, it's just so annoying to deal with. His third Pokemon is Iron Moth, a fire and poison type. His best special attacker with 140 base special attack and 110 speed. So again, get a Quirk Drive off, activate Booster Energy, give it Specs, give it Scarf. It's very hard to deal with. Fourth up was Garchomp, a ground and dragon type. His first real physical attacker with a base 130 base attack. One of the few very physical attacking mons. Meloetta Delta Magic. I believe it's the lesser of the two Meloetta Delta forms. This one has 100 HP, 128 in both special attack and special defense, 90 speed and 77 in attack and defense. Being dark and psychic type gives it a 4 times weakness to bug type moves. Well, make that a 3 times weakness, because it has filter. Hitmontop is one of the few Pokemons that can remove hazards on his side. I mean, with a Mega Meganium, hazard removal may feel a bit obsolete, because you can basically bounce hazards back when you think someone is putting hazards on your side. But still a decently hard-hitting physical attacker with 95 base attack, 95 base defense, 50 HP base, so not the best, but still can be very bulky, especially with an Assault Vest. So Tapu Koko sets up Electric Terrain for the Iron Moth, but still can be a threat on its own, with it being a fast electric type with 130 speed. Can be a mixed attacker with 115 attack and 95 special attack. Just Volt Switch around against everything that's not either a ground type or a Volt Absorb, Motor Drive, whatever electric absorbing ability Mon is. McMortar, a water and steel type, because he didn't have a annoying water type already. Magmortar is Delta is a, like I said, water and steel type, but the stats are pretty much, if not the exact same as regular Magmortar. So Mega Launch is still on the table, but it can also have, again, Filter. So super effective moves are basically stab based moves, I believe, somewhere around that part. So getting that down is also very annoying. Charizard Delta has either Spirit Call or Dark Aura. So Dark Aura is like solar power but in darkness, and Spirit Call is like blaze but for ghost type moves. 109 special attack makes it on paper a great special attacker, but with 84 attack and Dragon Dance, this thing can still be a physical attacker. And last but not least, a great hazard setter in Spit Ups. Yeah, I've used Spit Ups in the SBF. It's a great mon of putting up hazards and yeah, basically being very annoying to deal with. So to pretty much sum Murkit's team up, it is very annoying to deal with. So what do I have to deal with this annoying team? First up, we have Dark Dimmadome, the Galarian Weezing, as a bulky offensive mon. Max HP, max special attack, 4 in defense, modest nature with Levitate. Strange Stream and Sludge Wave are his attacking moves, Pain Split and Toxic Spikes are there for support. First up, Galarian Weezing has a amazing matchup into Murkit's team. The Tapu Koko doesn't like to take the Sludge Waves. Iron Moth is one of the few things that can counter this. Garchomp doesn't appreciate Strange Streams, and both steps don't touch me at all. Meganium has a 4 times weakness to the Sludge Wave. Delta Charizard doesn't like the Strange Stream. The Delta Meloetta doesn't like the Strange Stream. I can't really touch the Magmortar as well, but that's the last thing I can't really touch. Hitmontop doesn't like the Strange Stream, and the Delta Regis and Spit Ups take neutral damage from them, from this Pokemon, but I can always put up Toxic Spikes or Pain Split against them. Great thing is, there's one thing that can prevent me from getting up my Toxic Spikes, and that's the thing that doesn't want to switch into this Pokemon at all. So yeah, this thing is here to take some hits and take some kills, and yeah, basically be here to be awesome, basically. Next up is going to be Misty. This is Vaporeon as my first special wall. Like I said, my opponent has not that much physical attackers, being the Garchomp, which Weezing completely walls, and the Tapu Koko, which Weezing can take on offensively. Other things that can be physical attackers are the Hitmontop, and that's about it, because Meganium is 82-83, so doesn't really care. And another high attack mon is Magmortar Delta with 95, but with 125 special attack and Mega Launcher, you're not going to run physical. So I need to have a lot of special defensive answers for this team, and Misty is going to be the first one, with max HP 176 in special defense and 84 in special attack, Calm Nature, Water Absorb. Running a 3 attacking move set with Signal Beam, mainly there for the Meloetta Delta, or basically only for the Meloetta Delta. Even with Filter, I can do about half with Signal Beam. So, and with me being a naturally especially bulky mon, I can take that on pretty well. Ice Beam is great for the Garchomp, the Meganium, and for the Delta Charizard. And I have Scald for things like the Iron Moth and for stab damage, and wish to keep my team healthy. My other special wall is going to be Gliscor, Dr. Acula, 212 in HP, max special defense, 44 in attack, shouldn't be special attack, with Careful Nature and the Poison Heal, holding the Toxic Orb so I can get that activated. Earthquake, U-turn, dual wing beat spikes. This thing is designed to live a one or two max special attack choice specs. I can live one, I know for sure. I can live one overheat from a Iron Moth for sure, and Oko it back with the Earthquake. Furthermore, special attacking Tapu Koko isn't really happy to face me. Meganium doesn't like the dual wing beat. Special attacking Zard is decent-ish into me. McMortar I don't really much care about, because normally I naturally outspeed, and if this is a bulky McMortar I will outspeed and EQ. Yeah, Regice I can't really wall, but I do have the Vaporeon for that. This leaves me with a bit of a lack in offense right now. So first of all, I am bringing a spinner and supportive Spyro the Cyclosaur. 88 in attack, 252 in special attack, 168 speed with the hasty nature and regenerator. Hasty boosts my speed and lowers my physical attack. Heavy duty boots as his item, so I can switch into hazards and rapid spin them away. With the one rapid spin up, I am faster than speed booster Iron Moth. I have Draco Meteor for just regular damage. Yeah, except into the Tapu Koko, into the Mega Meganium, and into the Magmortar. Those resist my Dragon Stab, but I still have Knockoff for them, and I still have U-turn for them. So I can basically pivot around pretty well actually with Cyclosaur. So yeah, Cyclosaur is a part of a Volt Turning Core, and one of the other parts is going to be Nikola the Tesla, the Mega Typhlosion Delta, as a special breaker, 4 HP, EVs, max special attack, max speed, with a timid nature and of course the Supercell ability, Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt and Trailblaze. With a base 110 speed I am already pretty fast. If I get a Trailblaze up, I can ensure I at worst speed tie with the Iron Moth. Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt as just regular stab options. Volt Switch mainly there to yeah, just get out of any matchup that's not Garchomp, because Garchomp can of course block it. And Flash Cannon Thunderbolt is just a nice way of dealing damage. It's neutral into things like the Koko. Thunderbolt is neutral into the Iron Moth. Flash Cannon into Meganium is nice, and into the Delta Charizard it's nice. I have an offensive counter into the Magmortar Delta. I have an offensive counter for Regice Delta that gets 2-shot by Thunderbolt, I believe, with max HP and 0 special defense investment, so it's decent, I guess. And last but not least, we have Ogerpon Heartflame, aka Hot Shrek, as a physical breaker, max attack, max speed, and the final 4 in Spadef, Jolly Nature with the Mold Breaker, holding a Heartflame Mask, of course. Having the moveset Ivy Cudgel, Play Rough, Stomping Tantrum, Power Whip. Basically, I can hit most, if not everything, for super effective damage. Power Whip is mainly there for the Regice. Ivy Cudgel is there for the Spit-Ups and Mega Meganium. Play Rough is for the Hitmontop, Meloetta, Charizard and the Garchomp, and Stomping Tantrum does big damage into the Magmortar, the Iron Moth and the Tapu Koko. Only Tapu Koko can outspeed me, and Iron Moth can speed tie with me, so I have to be a bit careful. But if Tapu Koko isn't really bothering me because I resist both its stabs, and Iron Moth is just annoying, so I need to get rid of that before Koko can really go wild here. So looking at my opponent's team, what do I expect them to bring? After analyzing their team against my team, I do think the Mega Meganium will be there. Mainly because it's just a great wall in general. The Tapu Koko will be there because it just naturally outspeeds everything. I think the Magmortar Delta will be there because it's defensively very strong into me, because I don't really have the greatest answers for it. And offensively it can do a bit chunk of damage into me, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Scarfed set or something. I can see the Garchomp coming because it's one of the few physical attackers that it has, and that's one of the reasons why I expect the Hitmontop to come as well. And Iron Moth is just great special attacking option into me. I can see the Regias Delta coming as a defensive wall because it's very hard to break through. Yeah, that's something I can see. Meloetta, Zard and Spitops just don't have the greatest matchups into me, so he can bring Meloetta Delta and the Zard if he expects me to bring my Spiritomb. But as you can see at the team, if you look at it, no Spiritomb, so he can bring them. That's fine with me because, yeah, he won't be getting any boost from them. So this is the team. I am going to contact Murkit, and yeah, we'll go into the battle. So here we are with Murkit, and he brings a team I did not fully expect. I don't see a Hitmontop and no Magmortar. The Magmortar I'm very glad about, and he brings the Zard and the Regice instead. So no Spidops, which is nice. No Magmortar, which is very nice for me because, as you can see, I have some ways of dealing with the Zard Delta. No Top, no Meloetta. Garchomp is there, Moth is there, Meganium is there, Regice is there. So, what do I want to lead off with? I wouldn't be surprised if he starts off with the Koko, because of setting up the electric terrain, or the Garchomp wouldn't be a bad start either. I think I want to start off with my Gliscor into the Iron Moth. I should be able to live any one hit from Iron Moth. Gliscor into Moth. I didn't see a booster pop. Yeah, I guarantee live a Specs, Timid, let's even say Modest. Did it do less? Timid? No, okay. Modest, yeah, I can live any one hit. So I can freely click EQ. Would he take the risk though? I mean, Earthquake is pretty free for me to click. And the only thing resisting it is the Meganium. And I don't really mind it. I think I better play it safe the first turn and just click the Earthquake. If I don't reconnect. If I... Really, this showdown issue I'm having is pretty freaking annoying. Earthquake. Meganium, there we go. Basmon. 14% on a regular Meganium. Let's say Meganium. EQ did 14%. And let's say bold 14. Okay. Well. Let's say Mega Meganium is also max HP, max defense, bolt nature. Dual wing beat is still doing decent damage. Or I can click U-turn and go out into Ogerpon. Because Ogerpon is a great breaker against this. I'm just not sure what would Mega Meganium do into me though. Let's say Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm. Yeah, it's not doing much, and even with max special attack, I think I'm just going for damage. Knockoff. I don't mind that at all. 17 and 18%, so that's 35%. Ah, wait. That's it. Set to level 120. And that's why. So, knockoff. It probably has something like synthesis. If I switch out into the Ogerpon, Agriculture will do quite some damage. I know knockoff. Not grass knot. Knock off. It's not doing anything at all. And if I switch into the Wheezing, I'll take things pretty well. I'm going to U-turn. Lead Sheet is not doing anything into me because I am U-turning out. So what would be coming into Wheezing? The most obvious play would be Iron Moth. How much would I do into an Iron Moth? Specs. Sludge Wave does chip it down pretty well. I could also double out back into my Gliscor. Get back up to full because there is no way would it stay in. I'm not sure if it even gets it, but Meganium Mega with Psychic, because I already know it's pretty defensive. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he would be second of the Meganium there, so I feel pretty safe switching back out here. Just pulling a double because, again, why he would immediately lose Meganium. How much would something like that do into Gliscor? I don't think all that much because I'm pretty, yeah, I'm going back out into Gliscor. And there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'll click Dual Wing Beat, expecting the Meganium to come back in, because Earthquake will deal big damage to the Coco, decent into those two, and I won't even touch the Garchomp. On the other hand, I can keep whittling that Meganium down this way. 11%. So Dual Wing Beat should be a KO on max defensive Meganium, I believe. Bold. No, not Bashful, Bold. It's a roll. 17-18%. So it's not probably Bold. Okay, I'm clicking Dual Wing Beat because I don't see anything it can do to me besides clicking Lead Sheet again. And either this thing is clicking baton pass, which I'm not even sure it gets, and it will outspeed me. But what will it switch out into if it does? Play hasn't been made yet, I guess. Moonblast, critical hit 37%, special attack drop is not something I really care about. So, no more Meganium. That is pretty freaking nice, to be honest. And Gliscor is looking pretty strong now. Yeah. Misty. Stealth Rocks, fine. What would he switch out into? Coco, I guess? Because I don't think his Regice is capable of really hitting me. Vaporeon into Regice. Delta. Yeah, Signal Beam is doing most damage, so I'm clicking Signal Beam into Coco. That was to be expected. 10% on the Coco. This is intel for me, because I know he has some defensive investment. And not max HP at least. Could be max death though. His switch into a Garchomp is pretty obvious here, but I reckon he go for U-turn over Volt Switch, but I guess he won't be staying in. Light Screen, okay. I'm clicking spikes here. He can set up hazards or his screens. For what though? He's not staying in. That's something for sure now. And I break any sash. It's probably Light Clay. He's faster than me. I'm clicking U-turn. Nature's Madness. Okay. U-turn. Nature's Madness, probably a move to switch out. So I can go to Spiral, Rapid Spin, and ensure I outspeed anything. Which I pretty like, to be honest. Because I don't see him run Moonblast over Nature's Madness. Coco, Cyclizar. Let's say he is very defensive. D-Gleam won't be taking me out. So I'm clicking Rapid Spin. U-turn. 45 with a crit. But I got the 45. So there should be some invest. No, it's probably neutral, yeah. What would he go into? I have to take in effect Reflect and Light Screen. I know his full Coco set, which is nice for me. Delta Zard, blocking that. Okay. Charizard, Delta. D-Dance. D-Dance is a problem, I'll tell you that much. I could go for Knockoff, doing some damage, and scout if he clicks Dragon Dance or not. Knockoff, Colbur Berry, okay. And Dragon Dance, okay. I made a mistake. I'm taking the risk that he sets up even further. So Draco Meteor, just to be thank God I got that right. And that's huge. That will cost me the game, I guess. Because he knows I have Draco. Outrage is always a KO here, so we'll see. That's rough, man. That's really rough. I really have to hope he has Outrage over Dragonclaw or something and stays locked into it, so I can use my Wheezing. But yeah, Iron Head for the Wheezing. How much will my Mega do into it? I don't think all that much, because Light Screen is still in effect. I know Iron Head and Dragon Dance, yeah, probably something like this. +2 and +2. Shadow Bone is probably a KO on me. Wheezing could live one, but I need to stall that one Light Screen turn out now. Going into Vaporeon, and hopefully I can force him into Outrage, because everything else... Well, Shadow Bone does have a decent chance, but... I'm clicking Ice Beam, Dragon Claw, I can live that. Great. No more Reflect. Ice Beam did 30%, so yeah, that's of what somewhere where I thought it would be. And Ice Beam should take it out, but I die. Let's hope I live the Iron Head. I live. I was almost gonna say watch me flinch. This battle has been rough for me so far, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, sure, I would have lost Cyclosaur because I couldn't OHKO it with the screen up, for sure. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I also lost Vaporeon, and that's my best answer into his Regice Delta. And I lost a lot of HP on Galarian Wheezing. And Wheezing is maybe outspeeding the Regice Delta. So I hope that comes in so I can Pain Split it, but I expect the Iron Moth to come in for now, because Coco. Yeah, sure, hit me when I'm down. Light Screen. Pain Split. Thank you. With that I can stall him out for a bit. Will he U-turn first, or will he Nature's Madness? And now he's Light Clay, and what will he bring in? He probably brings in the Moth. So I go into you. There you go, Iron Moth. Absorbs it, speed. I was never afraid of speed tying with this thing, so... EQ, Fiery Dance. I don't think Mold Breaker will say I override your Quark drive, right? Let's see. Mold Breaker into Quark drive. Mold Breaker ignored Quark drive. I don't think so, basically. I think he does need to click a poison type move into me. I know it's probably not specs, and if it is, good for me. Yeah, Fiery Dance is not gonna do enough, so I am clear going out into Tesla. Thank God. I know it's not specs. Thunderbolt. Is my best and only option, I guess. And Fiery Dance is never picking up a KO, so maybe I can get it paralyzed? I mean, knowing my luck. So this thing is freaking modest. Yeah, I'm done. So, for our loss, not gonna say much about it because I'm really salty, and yeah. Thank you all for watching, hope to see you next week.